Man, what's the deal with all these bitches killing their kids? Like, what's up with y'all with that bullshit? Like, they turning that into a normal thing now. You bitches done went so much out of whack, y'all just killing y'all kids. I mean, it's been so many killings back to back to back, man. Um, I just seen one the other day, bitch in the Bronx, just stabbed two of her sons in the neck. One 3 years old, one 11 months. You coward ass bitch. Another bitch, a Jamaican bitch. She shot her motherfucking son because he ain't go get her no beer and wine. Beer and weed. She wanted some beer and weed or liquor and weed or whatever, and the nigga ain't go get it for her. The bitch shot and killed him, dog. I mean, this shit been happening, man. My nigga, Diesel Durrell, his mama killed him back in the day, dog. Just shot the nigga with a shotgun. This shit ain't just started. I only seen one story of some punk ass nigga supposed to kill his kids, man. Some old light skinned ass nigga. He killed his kids or something, man. It's a punk ass nigga out there, but he was raised by a bitch. I bet he ain't had no daddy. But for that one story, if y'all gonna say that, man, it was just a bitch out in Coney Island. She took her kids to the river, drowned them. Why you hoes don't drown yourself and leave the kids alive? And then y'all never think in your head to get the kids to their daddy. Like, why that so forbidden? Letting fathers raise their kids. Because every time I seen a child raised by their father, they was raised right. I ain't never seen no niggas just fuck over their kids. Man, if the government start giving kids to these niggas and give these niggas that welfare and give them that Section 8 shit to live, man, I guarantee you niggas would be more well off than these bitches. Cause niggas don't do a lot of worrying about bullshit like bitches. They ain't worried about no BBLs and worried about no hair weaves, $1,000 hairdos and wigs and shit. Man, a nigga gonna take that little money and have his kids in school because my kids say they go to school with a nigga that stay with with some kids that stay with their father. They say that nigga had them kids at school every day and shit. You know what I mean? They say he funny though. He be riding up on motorbikes and shit and coming to get his kids, you know. Man, nigga, I guarantee you the world would be better if they just start picking a better parent to get the kids to, but the government get the kids to the women on purpose because they know the women gonna keep the kids away from the fathers just like my baby mamas do. You know, hey, man, anybody know I'm a good father. I ain't got to toot my own horn. You know what I mean? These bitches doing that shit out of spite. You know what I mean? Just because I don't want to deal with them. You know what I mean? They all keep, trying to keep them away. I ain't seen my two older kids in a couple weeks because my baby mama going through a fucking mental breakdown. You know what I mean? What's wrong with you bitches? The one bitch in New Orleans, man, two little pretty kids, man, that light skinned bitch, that fine ass bitch, and Gentilly, nigga, she stabbed both of her kids up, killed them. And then go come on the camera crying, talking about, it's Jermaine's fault. Everything is Jermaine's fault. The Jermaine nigga was a good daddy. They said, you try and come by, get his kids, the bitch won't let him because he ain't want to be with her. He done got married to another bitch and went on with his life. And now this bitch so mad and won't let him see his kids. And the bitch kill her kids. And then they be trying to blame it on, well, she was stressed, depressed, out here using that shit as a crutch. Bitch, if you stressed and depressed, check your ass in the hospital and get them kids to their daddy. But a lot of women be stressed and depressed because of the shit they do. Y'all taking on multiple bodies. Fucking this nigga, fucking that nigga, using these chemicals on your hair, eating bullshit ass food all day, just poisoning yourself, watching this bullshit poison TV all day, doing satanic rituals, burning sage. Y'all don't think that's demonic? Man, I'm about to show y'all some shit. Before I do that though, let me think of a couple more murders for these bitches, man. Y'all been killing y'all kids just back and forth. The fucking auntie got custody of the little boy because his mama won shit. But instead of finding the father, I don't know why the government, they'd get him to anybody but the fucking daddy, dog. What the fuck is up with that, dog? Man, y'all keep trusting that government y'all want. But they gave to his great auntie. This bitch beats the little boy, a 8-year-old, with a fucking baseball bat and kill him. All this shit just been happening recently, man. I can go to the channels and show y'all, dog, this shit happening back to back to back. All over America, man. You punk ass bitches, dog. They be trying to blame it on I was stressed, I was depressed. Ain't nobody tell you make a bunch of dumbass decisions since you was a kid. See, bitches be trying to be so grown as a young when they young, and then when they get older, they get immature. When they be trying to be grown, y'all be out here doing grown shit, fucking with all these niggas, fucking with these grown bitches too. Cause a lot of y'all locking up like crabs, leg locking and eating on each other like some goddamn carnivores, cannibals. Man, but y'all be talking about burning sage and doing all that wicked shit. I'm about to show y'all about that shit. Almost forgot the bitch in I think she was in Detroit. It was a couple shits in Detroit. One bitch left her kid, killed all her kids, left them in the freezer for fucking months. Nobody checked on them. Why y'all don't give them to the daddies, man? Another and the daddies be wanting to be with them, but y'all bitches keeping the daddies away. And then another bitch, her daughter had a party and had his daddy had her daddy over, got a good daddy, his wife, and all that. And the mama get drunk and mad and get jealous and stab that girl in her heart. She ain't died, a girl, but she almost did, man. And you know what the bitch said after that? After her mama stabbed her in the heart, almost killed her, 2 inches away from killing her. I still love my mama. Man, y'all better get out that motherfucking mother worship. Fuck them bitches. They don't love y'all. They use y'all as pawn pieces and they use y'all to get a fucking check and shit like that and get a free place to stay. But they don't love y'all. And then they all keep keep the fathers away from them kids, dog. This shit like a routine. Like every bitch doing this old dumb weak ass shit.
Women in Maryland and
Now
across
look
the
at this
nation
shit.
are leaving traditional church worship. All of them are in search of something else. A spiritual
This what's
belief
wrong
that
with these
connects
hoes.
them to their ancestors and where they can feel more empowered to control their own well-being. In ancient forms of spiritual contact. Some call it witchcraft, a term they accept and embrace. For most of us, this is how we worship. A tradition. This, too, is an ancient art of worshiping, not to God, the Father, Son, and Holy Ghost, but to spirits and deities.
Look at these bitches
The
putting pineapples around a bitch's chest.
in Africa. In fact, witches.
Whatever the situation calls for. So
All these fat
if you
bitches.
come to me with pleasantries, you being respectful, you'll get Glinda, the good witch of the suburbs. But
You hear
if
that?
you come at me with negativity and meanness
dumbass-
and disrespect, then you'll get Evelyn.
Look, you hear that shit?
Worst nightmare.
Your worst nightmare. Look, you don't think these hoes be putting spirits on y'all? That shit only work on weak people. And y'all go follow this shit talking about, oh, we trying to do the ancestors and burning sage and look at these fat hoes, pineapples and shit like that. Other than going to live their life and lose some fucking weight, work out, eat clean, or something, they playing with witchcraft. And y'all all doing this shit at a high. No. Just like my baby mama, she gonna talk about a nigga lying on that video. No, I'm telling all the truth. My kids say they seen her with a fucking bowl of candy in her room. They like, Mom, what you doing with this bowl of candy? I got this sitting out here for the spirits to get. You know what I mean? Some shit like that. Watch this.
They have many names and titles and ranks within their belief system. They are college-educated professional women who've chosen to believe that theirs
Look, got a
is a true
squash.
example of worship that is inclusive of the genders. It connects them, they say, to their ancestors and fills a need not found in traditional worship, but most of them grew up in the church.
I was raised Christian, all Christians in my family. In fact, my grandfather was a preacher in the South.
I also grew up Christian. I grew up Anglican in the Episcopal Church. The older I got, the more disconnect I felt.
I was raised Baptist.
Dumbass
my
bitch.
father is a deacon. My mom a deaconess. I was in church all the time.
These women are part of a sect, Ile Ola Afefe Osameji, spiritual temple. They worship and offer prayers to Oshun, a predominant deity.
Yeah.
Deity of the Orisha.
Then they follow all these damn African gods and they thinking they doing some African spirituality, and that's why God said, you don't put no other gods before me. Y'all worshiping other gods, lesser gods, deities, and y'all worshiping African guys, and all these girls, American girls. Y'all ain't even no fucking Africans. That ain't our fucking God. We come from the Most High Creator. But y'all worship lesser gods, and y'all think y'all doing something with spirituality, but what is you doing? You still in this cardboard box little ass house. All you bitches still overweight, sick, ain't got no man, no families, and nothing. But this what y'all doing, playing with witchcraft.
Of aesthetics, beauty, sex, sensuality.
They are growing
Beauty,
numbers of
sex.
African-American women who have chosen for themselves a new life, leaving the church in search of more meaning in their lives. And yes, it can be called witchcraft.
It is
In
witchcraft.
Baltimore, more than 200 witches gathered, a sisterhood, but their spells are for good, not for evil.
Talk about it for
In this
good.
ritual, the women
Hey,
are
but ain't no spell is good. But she the one who just said she evil in. And y'all be looking toward these females. These be everyday females. If they ain't show y'all this, y'all wouldn't know they be on this. But these be the females y'all going to for advice against y'all men, and y'all listen to them for advice against y'all men, and y'all weak mind them bitches put spirits on y'all. Cause they jealous of y'all cause y'all got families. Put spirits on y'all, then y'all just go down a whole tunnel of stress, depressed, and all that shit. And then even if y'all kill y'all kids, these bitches ain't the reason. This ain't the fault. Y'all the reason. Because y'all ain't being real
bringing
women.
an offering to Oshun on behalf of a woman in California who's looking for a mate. The almond
You
type
see that?
dish is sweetened with honey, believed to be a favorite of Oshun. Prayers are said over the offering and for the woman in need. Oshun, the male counterpart of Oshun, and placed in a secret
We're doing all-
place at the stairs
man,
to
yo-
his Odin home. Using shells, they ask the spirit. The shells are tossed to the floor. 2 land up, 2 land down.
Man, lesser gods.
Is accepted.
She accepts it.
The traditions may seem odd to most, a mystery to
I
some.
told y'all they put food, candy, all type of food out as spirits worship to them gods and thinking they doing something. The Most High got judgment for y'all for that dumb shit. This shit not gonna hurt on me. Y'all can go in y'all closet, do the most demonous witchcraft, prayer against me, and I'm still gonna be good because I'm protected. I don't believe in none of this bullshit. Y'all mind's weak under this shit. And that's why shit be happening to y'all.
These daughters of the moon.
Why these fat hoes ain't paying, why they ain't trying to lose no weight? Why they ain't eating clean? You know what I mean? That's how you self-heal.
Women, powerful, determined, and understanding, say there is nothing to fear. They are here.
Yeah.
They will be here for the foreseeable future. Yes, there are witches among us.
This is something that our ancestors did.
Who
and
ancestors?
All we're doing is tapping back into it.
What ancestors?
So that we can become our best selves.
Our ancestors ain't did this bullshit. And then if y'all going all that slavery shit, if our ancestors did that, why the fuck they go through slavery then? Why they were so weak to do that? Why they couldn't power themselves up to build nations? But our ancestors ain't do this because we come from greatness. We ain't do this shit. This that African bullshit. You was an American girl. But you sitting there talking about the ancestors, sitting up there 350 pounds. Our ancestors ain't get that fat. That come from this new age witchcraft, eating this poison food. Fuck y'all talking about? This dumbass shit.
There's
Let me pause it. Listen to him.
The burning of sage has become a very popular form of witchcraft in our culture today.
Yeah.
A way to purge negative energies or to banish evil spirits. During the recent Portland protests and riots, a group of witches walked through the streets burning sage, supposedly to ward off the evil of the federal forces that were there to protect government buildings and help to quell the anarchy. Many come to me for exorcisms and deliverance, telling me they have burned sage trying to get rid of their demons. but it doesn't work. In
Dumb
fact, they
shit.
get more demons. When I asked them where they got,
You heard what he said? That shit bring more demons. That shit don't work. That's what I like to tell my baby mama. Even this pale brother, this pale man know that shit. And then his testimonies. Look, this when I watched their video the other day. It's all type of testimonies on here of the women that went through and tried to do that witchcraft spell, burning sage and all that, moon rock, chakra, rocks and stones. All of them went through bad spells in life and had downfalls in their life. And the only way they got away from that when they got out of that bullshit.
the idea, usually they hear about it from a psychic or some kind of folk teaching. And the very demons that they are trying to thwart with the smudging of sage is the very demons that are drawn to them.
You hear that?
Sage is a plant, a shrub, sometimes an herb. Now, the Bible does talk about incense, for example, in Exodus chapter 30, verse 1. But it's not talking about sage. And in reality, there is no mention of sage in the Bible. It's the province of shamans and healers and witch doctors who are trying to drive out evil spirits with these smoldering bundles of sage while they chant and perform rituals or so-called sage walks. Some people try to cleanse haunted houses by the burning of sage. I've met a lot of these people, but because the evil intent is involved in witchcraft, it disqualifies sage as a means of getting rid of the devil.
Right.
If you want to get rid of spiritual contamination in your life, James chapter 4, verses 8 through 10
Fair use
tells
for these
us how.
videos.
Purify your heart and humble yourself before the Lord. The sweet smoke of sage is not going to clear your soul. It's not going to cast out a demon. A burning plant can't get rid of evil.
Yeah.
But because of the spiritual superstitious intent behind it, smudge, which can't clear your chakras or clear your auras, is a means of inviting the very evil spirits that you may be trying to get rid of.
Yeah.
Your financial support and prayers make it possible.
Y'all be talking about sage. Y'all supposed to use sage. Sage do healing stuff for your body. If you use it right. If you eat it. If you use it on your hair. If you make sage soap and stuff like that. But all that trying to be witchcraft and playing with your minds and talking about you burning sage to clear out demons. No, you bringing demons to yourself. Everybody know it. I could show video after video on that shit, man. And people that went down that path, went down a road path. And all the video mostly be women. Don't no real niggas do no shit like that. Real nigga ain't got time to be even thinking of no shit like that, man. That's them fake ass niggas following shit, thinking they doing something. A lot of them niggas' lives be in shambles. Bitch ass niggas. Nigga, ain't no real nigga got time for that shit. I use sage on my hair when I used to make my shampoo. I make dressing with sage in it. Even when I start smoking them herbs, I found out sage do healing things to your lungs and your insides. So I was smoking them herbs. But I ain't been smoking that shit like that, man. Once I let go of all that bullshit, let go weed and all that, I don't even be want to smoke. I got a whole bag of them herbs right there. I don't even smoke that shit. I don't smoke nothing. Maybe if I have a wine or something, I might fat up, but I don't drink like that. But y'all trying to burn sage and do all that shit, y'all bringing demons to yourself. And that's why these females out here killing their kids, man. Y'all bring that upon yourself and then talking about, I was stressed, depressed, and all that because y'all got too many demons. Why don't y'all just eat clean? Why don't y'all use clean things on y'all body, man? Why don't y'all work out? The type of shit I'm on, I done went vegan, everything, man. I've been losing weight. I've been hitting my waist today. Get on that, man. Them women sitting around that house, burning sage and all that shit, life still in shambles. Ain't got no wealth. If that shit was working, why y'all bitches ain't rich somewhere? And what y'all wishing on? Y'all talking about she trying to wish up on a man. Bitch, get a man, learn how to keep a man by cooking, cleaning, submitting, being a nice individual. Y'all gotta do all that shit to get a man. Ain't no nigga gonna stay around for that crazy ass shit, not no real nigga. Because her life gonna be in shambles once she get her man. That's fair use for them videos I put on here too. That's for educational purposes, man. This video long, but y'all need to watch this shit, man. Cut it out, man. Stop killing them kids, man. Start pick. If the man y'all got ain't shit, y'all pick better men. Use better choice, because there's a lot of good men out here. But the one thing that I know is the good man is not being able to raise their kids. You bitches are blocking y'all kids away from their fathers because y'all don't want to look like the lesser parent, because your father outshine y'all without even trying to. You know what I mean? Y'all all about image, and y'all worried about what people think other than doing the right thing. Sick of you dumbass bitches.